What is a function? A function is a rule that assigns to each element x in a set D exactly one element called f of x in a set E. A function is something we can think as a machine. Let's say this is our machine. This is our f. And we have our x, which is our input. And our output is the f of x. So, in other words, there is a distinct output in every x. Okay? For example, we have this function f of x is equal to 2x plus 1. So, the x here is our domain, or the independent variable. And our f of x, which is just f of x, is just similar to y, is our independent variable. It's our dependent variable. So, what is our domain and range? So, in this equation 2x plus 1, in this function f of x is equal to 2x plus 1, our x is our domain. Our x is our domain. And our f of x is our range. Simply, our domain is our input and our output is our range. And this expression right here is our function. Suppose we have our set E that consists of elements 1, 2, 3, and our set D suppose we have our set D, which is our domain, containing 1, 2, 3, and we have our set E that contains f of 1, f of 2, and f of 3. These are the values of the range. This is our range, and this is our domain. So that means in every x there is assigned to only one element in the set E, or in our range. For example, we can also identify if our function, if an expression is a function or not through a vertical line test. Whenever a function is given through graphs, let's say we have this. We have this graph. This is our x and y. Suppose we have this graph. We'll change the color into red. Suppose this is our graph. Is this a function or not? Of course, this is a function. Because through a vertical line test, if you're going to draw a vertical line, it satisfies that only one point, the vertical line, intersects the curve. So, now, this is just equal to f of x is just equal, let's say, x squared. So if we have 1 right here, see 1, and negative 1 right here, if our x is to be 1, then x squared is equal to 1. That means it is defined in this point right here. So that means our range is 1 whenever our x or our domain is 1, the elements of the domain. Actually, there are many elements in the domain. So we can write this as our domain is just equal to the set. Our domain is just a set of x such that x is in real numbers. That means this is our domains. Our domain is just the x-axis, and our range is the y-axis right here. So what is our range? Our range is just equal to, our range is just a set of y such that y is greater than or equal to 0. Greater than or equal to 0. Since it is only defined, range is only defined whenever y is greater than or equal to 0. That's it.